the show wa eja oba ene nkonkron dim.
The groom is sick.
What?
Malaria.
Malaria. Lufat. Lufat.
Injeja woman malaria enka won to them. Lufat. Eye malaria drop a.
And now you may kiss the bride.
Entrance Pharmaceuticals and Research Center. And aye Lufat. Lufat. It malaria sententem.
FDA ahwehwesa edwade nkratoi ajatum se eye.
Welcome back from that quick break. Me catch you say Eguswa Belgium. Ye din komo. Just gone was a year field neso amne me abra panyi. Ye din komo. Me catch you say me kwaba na yaba inside the Fit 20 where most of the activities happen. Ye din komo. Hana be can story ni enoma e na. Bra, welcome again.
Welcome, bro.
How do you do? How come you try one thing? Why?
So, because of training your training is based on slow motion training.
Okay.
And a very hard, intensive training. Okay. It's mostly also for people who don't have time. So during their work, they can pass by and train 20 minutes because of the training takes just 20 minutes. You understand?
Oh, 20 minutes per?
20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So each person have 20 minutes per week.
The whole week?
The whole week is equivalent, like 20 minutes is equivalent like 2 hours training.
A lot of things in that 20 minutes.
I will show you later. My client is coming.
Okay.
So, he will do the proper training, like usual, like you are not here. So then he will come and have his session. 20 minutes.
So in 20 minutes,
okay, I have, like you can see, it's 7 machines. This is 2-in-1. So all the machines are basically specific for some certain training.
Okay.
So we this is the leg extension. Here is for the chest, and there is for the back, and then you have the abdominal. This is back extension, and this is for the leg, your quadriceps and your biceps, because why is that? In each body, there is certain big groups of muscles that keeps a human being walking, gives you strength to move. And that's why I have these machines here is for only the biggest muscles in your body parts. So that's the muscles you use to stand, to be able to stand, to be able to lie down and come up. When you fall and stand up, those are the muscles you used, and people don't know how to train it. That's why when people become old, it's hard to come up when they bend down, So it's a medical machines as well, because you can see you have a medical sign on it. It's not like a normal fitness machine, because they are very expensive.
Wow.
So you could have 70,000. I've been there 70,000 euros.
70,000. That's huge money.
Yeah.
Wow.
So baby, all the base.
I said baby, but rent space. Yeah, easy. So when do you open?
I open from Monday to Saturday.
Okay.
Monday from 8 p.m. till it depends.
8 p.m. You made 8?
No, Anopa 8
a.m.
a.m. till 8 p.m. It depends, sometimes 10. It depends on my client, because it's a high tech, like you don't see me in a sportswear. Normally this is the top I wear on it.
Okay.
And people come here, they don't have to come on a training suit or whatever, because it's cold here. You're gonna get warm by training, but you're not gonna sweat.
Wow.
So you can just walk out and do any activity you want to do.
Now let's go back a little bit and look at Dixon. First partner Yakasaka Messiah Baha Ibidi and Komono. Tell us Dixon's story from Ghana, coming here, all the problems and everything.
It's a long story, my friend.
Summarize it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to explain it in all in a short period. So I left Ghana when I was really little, like 5.
What did I do for you?
Sorry?
When they do for
my mom.
Okay.
No
Belgium.
No, my mom Belgium. My a jam hoko no be na mo be 2. Timina na actually mina na tete me Titimi and Chedi, but though on a demi like Yedimijano, Intino, Yaome, Ewo Kumase, Krobi will Utra Kumase di Kwanya Quanta, Intinanko, a honey woman.
Unimania Quanta,
Yeah, Unimania Quanta,
Cocobe,
Upaifa, Nyaquanta, near Boasequano, about foul right side.
I so called Masu
Quanta side, yeah, that area I'm free. Inti, well, mentioned Antanagana and Che. Into at the age of 7 to 8, I think. Younger. I was like 6, 7, and I'm a bar. So I came here. It was very tough because, you know, as a kid, you used to what we do in Ghana. You know, my mom was here alone, so it makes things quite difficult because, you know, here they take kids very serious. You know. Not like our parents, or Kobe which me ko jaw mane mame and now be now oko. The police won't say oba we jaw bank one with you. They can come and take your kid away, you know. So it was a whole lot of problems. So I have to adapt as well as go school. So it was tough for my mom because but as a kid, you know, growing up, experienced stuff along the way.
What are some of the things that you experienced?
So, like, to say, maybe I saw school, I saw Kasano. It was difficult for me because Mente Kasano, I was a kid, I know only Ghanaian language. Okay, though, I know Shadante Papa, Intino. Uboko school, like you have to learn a lot. You don't have a friend as a kid. You need to like adapt in all this new environment. Intino, if a Niger or Niger and Shadani into Ubesusa, although then you have to accept and keep moving. So Miss Casa, Cabra for here we speak 2 languages, so Flemish and French. You know, but I speak 6 or 7 languages. You know, so. I started school, I started like from 0 here. I wasn't into football that time. At the age of 9, 10, schoolboy, and the teacher catch me say, I better say, me join team. Be na me keep because or me I'm strong. Only say before the anymore from your audience. So I was good in running, I was good in playing football, but I didn't know the basic, you know. But here, when you join it at the smallest age, you learn everything step by step till you grow. And if you have something in you, you can make it as a professional, you know. But I never dream of being a professional. So through then, my favorite sport now is American football, rugby. Okay. You know, because I love to be a quarterback. So, I mean, growing up, it became, when I was getting 14, 15, it became so really tough for me because it do maybe I say, me mama and me papa, available, no demiko. Intiminko, like, when I'm a friend. I say, oh, school, I think, Otimi, after school, and every time, no, I saw my member. Yeah, not at least or bus school, no, near catching and say, be oba. Or say no, yes, and I say, or new good with school, and now on your idea or mathematics or your idea. Every parenting have to do it here. That's a normal thing. My mom never went.
Why?
She needed to go to work, he said, you know. So she didn't know where I went to school. She never
but only so go school.
Only say so on the national semiko. In Tinkame Pankamenko and Sungung. You know, every time you have, here we have a book. So when you do something bad at school, they have to put a note. Your mom have to sign so they know that your mom read it. So I signed it myself. Yeah. You know, you become smart about some things because they don't know my home situation. So growing up, it was tough because the football was taking also a lot of energy and I was doing well. So, you know, some places your parents have to bring. And mine was difficult because I was taking tram and bus to go because I was shy to tell somebody to pick me up. But then there was this guy, Luke is the name. Actually, he saw me for the first time. I came with a plastic bag with my football shoe on it, and you know, nobody wanted me there because it was all the white folks, and you know, they are rich people. They want their son to be where I am, you know. But I wasn't that good yet. But you know, people will pay a lot of money to get to that position that time. But I had nobody, you know. Actually, my mom was there to feed me, know that I go to school and come home, you know. So it became really tough. They have to pay some fee to stay there. But I know my mom is working hard, so it's difficult for me to like ask him money because if you fall free, so too much pressure. Until I decided to say, "Meko, na catch him say me maybe because I cannot afford it." You understand? Until during that time, you know, one day my matching and a coach in the frame, he said, "I didn't know mama." I say, "Few numbers me journal. Like my mom can't pay." So why? I say, "When you cross me bobo." Me that say my corner my back now. So it was very tough. At the age of 15, the national team called me.
Belgium national team.
Belgium national team. I played for Belgium national team.
Wow.
Yeah. At the age of 15, Belgium national team called me. The Ghanaians saw me. They asked me to come. I didn't because Anthony Obodai and all those guys.
Which
I played
year?
with them. What do you mean?
Which year national team referral?
Sorry. Ghana, 2003.
I don't know, uncle.
Because the Ghana, you know, I think Africa is the reason why I didn't come is they will ask you to come. You will come 1, 2, 3 because I know Black Star players. Ampoma is one of my friends. He's here. You know, he come and train here as well. You know, you will go for one time. The second time, what will happen? I'm problem. And now, just wait here. Who do bonus? So that they can call you each time. I didn't know Prince, but uncle because you don't get the same amount of respect. Here, when you play for national team, national team they will pamper you. They will do like at the age of 15. Let me show. Mika started with Belgium. Okay, me and Mika soon train. There's one guy only training me. That means anybody same team. My name Pemashama, I don't know why. You know, before answer me national team, you know, I wasn't so good with kicking and all, but now I'm holding, now more speed. So he said I can use you, you know, but the ball kicking part we will learn, you know. So the guy pay everything
For you?
for me. So he started to bring, because he saw me, he said, every time you wait till it's dark, then you go like this. I said, yeah, I'm gonna take a bus home because where we were living was far. So, I mean, as a young guy, when I get home 9, 10 in the evening, and then I have to go in the morning to school, and then we train 3 or 4 times a week. So that was very tough, you know, you understand. So the guy started to like pick me up, bring me to the game, bring me back home. So then I told my mom, like, I met this guy, you know, like, he wanted to help me, like, bring me, take me to the training, pick me up from school, because I was going to school with these kids, so it was easy, you know. My mom said, don't go with anybody. No, because, you know, there is a lot of pedophile by the people here, you know. So I could understand it, because he thought I'm too little to, like,
Go with people.
Go with grown-up people, because I'm not there. Don't bet me. I imagine it soon. I'm thinking something like that, but it wasn't. It wasn't like that. The guy just really up to today. When last Sunday I was eating with him.
Oh, okay. Like he genuinely liked you.
He said, you know, during my career, you know how many people just want to adapt me. He said, if your mom don't want you, we will take you to the family, you know, because I had so many potential, but my mom didn't know, because she was not busy with me.
Yeah.
She was busy with
searching for money.
For money,
Yeah.
you know. So at the end of the day, I worked myself up. I was in Amsterdam because they sent me there for sports school to play with Ajax so that I can get better and better, you know. So I played 2 years in Ajax. During that time, you know, at a young age, I came back at the age of 15. I came back to Belgium, played with a team called Germany Biscot. I was the youngest player ever in the Belgium league, 16 years, who played for the first division.
Wow.
Together with Vincent Company, we were the youngest in the league, you know. So they called us. We had a European Championship, the nationals, you know, under 16. So we left home for like 2 weeks. I leave later home for my mom, like because she wasn't around, you know, and they have to pick me up. So I left a letter, say that, you know, the national team is like they call you to come to the. When the national team call you, you have to go. It's a letter.
You have no say.
Yeah. So I left it like, hey, I'm among these best players that's gonna play this European Championship, you know. She didn't read it. She didn't even read it. So we had like a few hours free at the hotel, and then I called her, you know. She was very angry. Where are you? I haven't seen you 2 days. You know, if you don't come home, wherever you are, if you don't come home, never even bother to come home again. I said, no, ma'am, you can watch me on TV. I mean, playing for the Belgium national team, you can watch me. She was like, no. Who did me throw? Who pay for the bear? And I say, yeah, okay. So I was really sad, and I hang up the phone. I hang up the phone. My focus was really dead, you know, and we had a tough match to play. You know, I remember so good. We were playing against France, Spain, and Italy in the pool. So, like, I have to put myself back together, you know, prepare for the game. We lost that game, but no, okay. But we went far in the tournament, you know. So I came back after 2 weeks. And because when we were with the national team away for that long, we even have teachers with us so that we get the proper, we don't miss nothing from school, you understand. So I came back, and my mom was of course not home. And then I locked my door because I know it's going to be a fight, you know. So she came back and she told me that I should leave the house. Yeah. She still didn't know, because you know what the thing, when I was 13, I was earning money from the football. Yeah. And I gave it to her. It was Belgian francs. So I leave money on the table when I leave. And she was thinking that I was dealing drugs, you know, for a young guy to have. So she started to beat me and so on, and I get angry because that time I need the focus, because I make the debut of my 16 years. It doesn't happen that often in Europe, you know, without support of anybody, you know. So I had the fighting mentality, because I say like anger me war for my parents, and I like me turning into energy. Action, not a moment. And I heard me ba me chen ponko. So you know. So one day, her friend called her and told her, hey, Umubano, who know newspaper more, Bobo, yes, we can be a Yuno. If you know TV, so she is working at some place, you know, some people's houses, cleaning and stuff, you know. So, and
your mom or the woman who called you?
No, my mom.
Okay.
So when my mom is at some people's place, I don't know why. She talks always about me to the people, you know, like, yeah, I have a son. He said he played football. So there is one guy, the guy that's where she works. He said, yeah, but what is the name of your son? Then he said, yeah, Dixon. He said, Dixon, Ajmai Dixon? He said, yeah, Ajmai Dixon is my son. Look, the picture. So they drove to home to see if it's true. So yeah, the white people brought her home, they dropped, and then she called me, Nana, bra, go home. So I went to the window, I said, what? You know, bra bontene. And then So she introduced me. Yeah, this is are the people I work for. They were standing there looking at me, speechless. Speechless. You understand? So my mom asked me, why they look at you like that?
So
yeah, and I'm sure. So the guy pulled out a paper, asked me if I could sign. So I signed it, and yeah, from then on, you know, she don't even care. So I forced her to the stadium one time. She came there. She looked how many people sitting there shouting your name. I was saying, go no. Oh, you do parking after getting the parking lot. No, catch me say, oh, see me park a crab beam. I don't know why she never came again. Never. I never saw her again. So, Nico.
Okay.
I think we will put it here and then continue. Maybe.
So the people that also know me, Omaba, and you know, your final words to the people. Nah.
Yes. I have something to say to our young African mothers. Yeah. Please, because don't be neglected to your son. Wherever they do, anything they do, you know, you have to try to like support what they do. And because nobody knows what the future will bring. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Hello, your friend Juliet. So me friend Mami Tiwa. Me a business coach and a mentor. Now I'm running an online business at the comfort of my home. I'm meeting Mr. Shemima. Now I say, and I am the officer. I started business about a year ago. Not just a minimum in DBA. Now training now, yes, step by step. And boy, me baby, yes, sir, assigning me to a coach and a mentor. Almost guiding me through the process. Automated system near Juma 90% into my background and system. No, yeah, Juma Mammy. Into me, so I will memo, say I'm more bravo, open time and financial freedom there. And you not take advantage of this opportunity. And for one in your wheel, so you're lawyer, so you're doctor, or you're nurse, or you're truck driver, or you're pastor. You can do this. Everybody can do this. Even me as a mother of 3, as busy as I am, if I'm able to do this, I believe you can also do the same. It's winning. My number and the screen is on. Ubeti me a friend me. Now I guide you through the process. And now say my website and the screen is on. Ubeti me a corner to register. Now I get it back to you. Now I come home. Madam Asibebre.
Okay, so I had to go on a break for the client to do his exercise. Rihanna will see a coaching or how he does the things slowly so that he can get results. Let's go back to the conversation with Dixon Ajman here in Belgium. Belgium, hi, Eva.
Hi, Omega. It's also part of Antwerp. It's a small part of Antwerp. You know, Antwerp is big, you have Brussels, but you have these small places around it.
Okay.
So it's like 5 minutes from the main city.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now go back to Australia. Now, how is your relationship with the mom?
It's okay. It's still thoughtful, but yeah, it's okay.
But what is the problem?
I don't have problem with
your mother, like
me any problem, but at the end of the day, before now I was angry at it because I make it time for like through the whole process I go through in the football. Because why? Send me Buffon because of like during my journey as a young potential footballer, you are in the first team at the age of 16. You know, you need support from your mom and your parents. You know, I didn't have, so what comes in the place, the club took care of it, you know. So they sent me agents. I had a lady that lives with me, makes my food and everything, you know, because I need a proper food. I need a proper, to maintain my shape, you know. Yeah. So, still there, no, she didn't care. Because in control, like every year, there is a certain bonus a co-agent needs him. Into why it doesn't go to my mom.
So
yeah, she could. onim churokra nim kasakura na me taking as my agent. So my agent no be support no. It has to pay my mom first before they pay him. Yeah. You understand? Inti my nyoma be break wrong because I listen to them. They tried
agents
because I have to, because I think they meant good for me, but no. Because you do maybe I'm signed 4 years contract. Team proposal me 4 years contract. I wasn't into money all that much because I was just happy that I could play, I had my car, I have this, you know, so money was not a thing in my head. So then the agents that he was holding me that time, he took like, the club pay him like, let me say, 500,000 euro. And then afterwards, you know, he got 20% out of my salary. I came to know all this after my career, you know. So, you know, and I had 15 years professional level. So imagine how much money I lost on the way. What do I say? Until I do maybe no Obama ho, say me man is car. To me, but my man is still. But the anger is still there. Because I didn't me father knew. Me mommy knew. Indeed, I wanted so for. But at the end of the day, no, Ubu some scanner because me nibia. So me banning yet. No, this cannot be so by mommy.
So where is she now?
She's in Ghana at the moment.
How?
I was with her there.
I'm not in Ghana.
Yeah. But she's coming back because we're bidding. She's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't go Ghana.
They didn't call Ghana.
Who not in the koi?
Debbie.
I'm not castle record.
Yeah.
Okay.
Into like if you Kumasi. Into a while or she's over next week. Next week I'll be back. But it sounds like I don't have like a fight with her, but this is a true story, not having something against my mom, but I'm telling how no any child should go through this kind of process. That's why I'm telling it. Because a hard journey, say, Abia, you don't care where, because me, mami, uka so muti mama boda, untiminka. Uka so onka school amakwa, untiminka. So, what?
To know anything about you?
No. She know that I have a gym, but on my had that.
And you said now?
Yeah. And so like 10 minutes from here.
But have you sat her down like to ask her questions?
I don't bother. She has to ask me questions and I need answers from her. But but there is so much pain in me that I need to release it. And if I cannot release it, I cannot respect her as a mother. What you say? But my friend of mine is saying, after that, that's the relationship we have.
It's only took more than 20 years.
Till I grow.
But when you say you have that bitterness and pain in you,
my catcher say, so are you ready? So I accept it. The faults and understand what I'm trying to say here. Me can't want to say me the memoir na waboame or the me ababroche nti mimbuno. And I'm sure the me buy no. That's it. With the family, mako 15 and a ni nyina me mama. Ni nyina me obia wa ha, your family almost everybody. But because of how man behaves, they don't click. This area I'm first in Shia, Obia Beba, but me I'm afraid of Biama. You know, it's a story be and you know the worst part is onye nipa bonini so. Onye nipa bonini, but Obia she like power. So in Tibia or do everyone say before about. So yeah,
so she must say.
Yeah, you cannot grow bigger than me. Yes, as she say Bianca, my juma. Oh, banks can na beji. If me here and my boss say for no way, mama.
Oh no,
it doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
what you say? Auntie say She's where she is like years ago. Oh, because ukuta sajuna it doesn't work. Uhuna like simankan cho se mi mamini. Na uhuna. Uhini bibi opigo de bama. But mami kobusa no. Because what about it's a strange story, isn't it?
It is.
And nipa omo be me so omo tie they know. They know pa. The district you know, as I'm talking, you know, she's in Ghana, but how can you imagine? Look what I'm doing here.
Yeah, it's big now.
When she had my friend I catch her, my way, and if you need one, you so what? I had establish what I move feel, I move be. If you know, a bit maybe in any time.
Check for scan if you know.
Nancy Hono Bintnem. Na meti hanuma, na me adwuma mo bia. You see, internet there is so things I mean she don't understand. Now, Toland Krokobite. In 2 years, ABCBM make a choro. In 2 years time, maybe one, maybe she again. Because on only me issue ni say I didn't mean bibi o Ghana. Na debia ekromia and because this is where I established myself. I mean, Unyeskawaha is more than 2 times double or 3 times double in Ghana. So, say you have to be supportive. Don't be angry because I'm putting a lot of money in here and leaving it. You know how much I'm gonna get out of it? That's true. Today, dying Ghana, it doesn't work like that.
You have to be comfortable here.
Yeah.
Make more money and then
you know, she knows if before you can start something like this, it's not easy to to start your own business like this. Here, no. I haven't tell you the taxes you're gonna pay. I haven't tell you what they're gonna cut from this. You know, the amount goes like. So I'm not angry because I'm still young, and business is a lot. There is a lot of business going on, but I mean you have to establish one thing first, and then you move to another, and then you go from there. In Kenya 50 years, but I mean this concept. I'm the only Ghanaian in the whole Europe that have it. Yeah. You can check it out on the net. The whole Europe, I'm the only Ghanaian have this concept. It's a unique concept.
Okay. But before I cramp on, I know just football. No, catch him say pry.
Pry, exactly. I have to start football early. I got here. You see, I broke the leg totally. So I had a serious operation. And the doctor advised me to stop, you know, because if they could fix it well, I can run, I can do everything, but if it breaks again, I will enter in a wheelchair. You know? So then I decided it's better I do something else.
Had you not make a lot out of football and a bit more sustaining?
You know, I had a year and a half to recover from my injury, so I couldn't play, I couldn't go out. I was 7 months in bed with my leg up. Yeah, after the operation. So I lost a lot of muscle. Now you don't see it because I'm normal again. Because this leg, it was like my arm. That muscle loss. Because of the fact. So I was a long time in the hospital. Like doctors, I had the best doctors because, you know, in the football, to like fix it. So they fixed it. I had a lot of time to think because they told me 50-50, either you stop or like, I mean, you can try again, but when you get injured again, it's done. So then I have to come up with a plan. And you know, lucky he said, one thing, my agent back advice me. They say you will be a football contract. Instead say maybe I am funny say omo try me 20,000 10,000 and koha. I don't know abandoning to me interview free me savings.
Okay.
And I mean to me block on like me to me touch this man 35. It me be broke krana.
Who's can't to you there?
Me ko banga yam fa mame.
Because one I catch you.
My na catch you until lock no. Enti me pray no. Things were stuff me fair bank. Me uncle I didn't know me dim. Say no.
She said when they say only 35 years.
Yes, just me 35. Wow.
How old were you then?
I was 29.
Oh, so about 6 years.
She said no, she said
no, I mean then not 6 years.
Not 6 years. And you know, I was like, I called my lawyer. I called this. I said, this is not possible. I have money. And now I need money they don't want to give. I'm saying just about to feed. So to feed there. Like you can use it as a mortgage. But yeah, I'm said there be. I'm so I shit. Me timi shepi panisa na me dia to. Na me call bank, me say look. Ni bank focus look. Muska say that but on be release I mean that year. Say no. Say bank ni ka chem say me transfer scan be to mo ho dia. On bet me am me loan. Almost so many ati. Me transfer me give omo yimana. Almost so be take almost 10% out of the money. I will lose it. And you know, I will wait, no problem. And you know, that time you know, I was just chilling. Made the train. Yeah, that time I was just chilling. Just doing here and there, nothing actually.
Until the 35 from the month.
Yeah, at the age of 35, I mean, yeah, there be 34 and a half, and I'm sending no message.
35. 35. When you preparation.
Yeah, me see, me catch it and say, a bank account net damno. Mun check is a right one and I'm sending right one ramo. And minya ever like 2 days before my birthday. Hey. And then minya call. And a bank in the frame, ombusa me bank accounts me down into minna.
How much was it?
Yeah, 150
euros.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a huge amount of money.
Yeah, it made me start a life.
Yeah, I can start life.
You understand? Yeah. So people were laughing at me, but I don't talk. I regret that I said the amount. But people didn't know what was happening. You know, but I was lucky I did that. And that's what happened to like most of the football players, African football players. They use them. The agents don't tell them where it's. So school is good. Yeah,
you know? Can't read. So
no, school is good. You get a little bit. You think you have something, but believe me, we Africans, you lose a lot. No matter what you do, you're losing. Yeah, you're losing. You know, you're beating me train minimum. Okay. And you know, it's something like. Me advise player bebre. Internet me so you see I'm in Nkra adwuma and I'm agents so adwuma.
So it's a football agent.
Yeah, like so mun here player e be omuntimi anya na. They omu come through me. Say me because most of them minimum. Okay. And I always advise kids like yeah this can mama for agents no be they are weak people and you're all mentally strong people in the football no. And he said they can look in your family situation. Obi ma, oh papa do ba, ne papa de ne ma. Inti wait me oh mo ye poor. Okay, you better fear mama, you ba mama ka. Na mama ni aje. Ni aje ka ni aje fie. But oba ne be suffer from this. So inti all that no can say he will pay for that. You understand? Inti better say you focus wherever sports you do. You're focusing, if it's possible, family member who loves you, that knows a little bit reading, even not a kuhun lawyer. Unya contractor, for lawyer better on, for quatreno, a say, and now your contract nese, dear wa kumama, ujia, or humbetono. That's what you have to demand. yo, okay, be a man, no.
Do never continue.
Because you regret afterwards. And I will regret, yeah, you cannot perform. Because players, Yankai salaries in Chirobi. But say, what take Obi salary? Now, nim dear, Master, Utribo Badam. It be happy me. I was playing always. I was playing the national team. I'm the Colombia guy, but guy no. Almost they be out the bench. They be out the bench. Into your friends, the media problem. Me fish any salary
Like a 12.
That's I need 3 times more than me.
But the bench in Bono.
But Bobby Kwan come in soon. Into ye did you and catch and until we send them. Oh boy, and I'm
What do you catch yourself?
Oh boy, and I'm into I did chain more president in office. And I'm say how I didn't know you wicked, sir. I said, Dixon, respect your contract.
Ah, a contract.
Meet me near into Banishing me jabufu into me misbehave. Of course, me na me mbona kwa we. Ah, ni bonus scrano. Masa, I want who that time no. Na me train as me contract baby. We are fine.
Na for no make a proper deal.
Oh, me no man kasa bi. Ti me contract ni be wono. Che every year be contract be one normal for like you better not say standing and not international. Because you some more musa me kura. So mo di be shimat all the years no. So mo di be double ni there. Edi am emissary am me there. Fine. Because so mo ntimi there. Meko. Oh, almost see me pesca. Let me see me pesca. When she see me bear 5 years. Bear 5 years so. Because that's why I trusted my agent to do the job for me. Me sure. It will be also, oh, say na me pay me so be me pay amount say. Was would you try me maybe? Me try on ba mujina hoye. I have to me na contract no. I have to sign the deal. I didn't na best me involved.
So no koye ina no o ketena peno.
Na wasan so abeji bi aka ho. So inti nyoma bebre ko so like omo the African players ni fi hoba. Omo contract. This what boy improve yourself and sana a children what's that say? But me kura me nyini wa hano. But it's because of mom was not there, my father was not there. So I became like I was just dropped from Africa. What do I say?
Just say. Thank you, Dixon.
Yeah.
That's a person because I really appreciate this. I mean, I'm sure most moms, most parents will take 1 or 2 out of your story, and I also young ones, you know, will learn something out of it.
Exactly. That's the point.
Okay. All the best.
Thank you very much, and thanks for visiting me. And now I can say I have the biggest YouTuber from Ghana in my studio.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you a lot.
Thank you. Anna Divisi. Bye bye. Ciao. Manager. I can't picture.
Eh?
Grace Gift Herbal Clinic. Aye bio. Intimate to me anyim.
Grace Gift Herbal Clinic dear. Sanya ya kran ya kan se ya ready for entafo a. Anke nu anko de ma wo no. Anko amoa nyimienu ni mensa kran ka gugu yam. Abo de wote te kra o.
We yi ya na fiance nkuma.
Asem da ko bosu.
Na me no ko dai. Oma wedro hwese wo niam yaye. Heavy set. Grace Gift Herbal Clinic.
Dr. Grace Bodri nanim tie ah na se professional nurse ya wonye suahunu saa mo wono a bebie ne herbal clinic wo ya afo ho da je nanum bo so boko else won mo ma wawo ya diabetes say ulcer malaria typhoid BP diabetes stroke hypertension de keka ho no de Grace Gift Herbal Clinic ayen mfechile kura wo Kumasi Oshim School Junction
aya phone friend na won ko ho 0246 518 003 and 0206 812 558
Grace Gift Herbal Clinic. Be any how bio.